To talk more about the future of the steel industry.
Yeah, and there's a lot going on. We just learned a week ago the future of the industry will include the Pittsburgh area, specifically the Mon Valley Works. That's a series of steel mills that sits on both sides of the Monongahela River. So when steel workers learned that Nippon bought U.S. Steel, some of them wondered if the new Japanese owners would make good on a plan to invest $1.5 billion into the Mon Valley Works.
That was a hard pill to swallow. I mean, because this is my history here. But, you know, as long as they're the promises that they've made to invest here, that's the critical point. They'll win more people over by, following through and, not shutting down plants.
And just last Monday, under the American flag, the U.S. Commerce Secretary came to town to help U.S. Steel CEO David Burritt announce that $1.5 billion would actually be up to $2.5, and Nippon plans to start construction this year. The plan does include decommissioning the hot strip mill at U.S. Steel's Irvin Works in West Mifflin. But the key part of the future includes a brand new hot strip mill on the other side of the river at Edgar Thomson Works in Braddock. It comes with thousands of temporary construction jobs, but will employ roughly the same number of steel workers when it comes online, about 3,000.
And I have to say, the people that made it happen, we'll start with the steel workers. Let's give yourself a big round of applause. The community and the community leaders that stood up for American steel. Thank you so very much.
Just a stone's throw from Braddock are the historic Carey furnaces, now a part of steel history you can tour. Before Rivers of Steel, a nonprofit preservation group, took over Carnegie's first plant, ironworker artists illegally created this massive sculpture, a deer head, and countless other pieces of art you can now see on the tour. Rivers of Steel's director says the group's mission is to preserve the stories of steel and steel workers and also to help create the steel workers of tomorrow through workforce development in metal arts and traditional trades.
Our focus there is on traditional trades that can support the gaps in the manufacturing industries in the region. So, they make it's learn to earn. They get paid. Rather than learning where they're paying to learn and hoping to get a job, they're actually learning on site, fixing things here, so adding incredible value to us, and then setting themselves up as a pre-apprentice for future opportunities.
How about this? Rivers of Steel just had their first cohort of trainees graduate this summer. All of them landed jobs after training at Rivers of Steel. Future looks bright.